Morning. We're set up at Wauraltee Beach.
We're just letting tire pressure down to get onto the beach. Hopefully make it an easier ride and we don't get stuck. Flies are around. Actually millions of flies are here. But hopefully it's going to be a nice day and a nice day on the beach.
Coming into Wauraltee Beach. We're in for a 40-degree day and 40-kilometre-hour gust winds, so it's going to be interesting. We're set up at Wauraltee Beach. Flies are a little bit annoying. It's going to be 40 degrees today and they're forecasting 40-kilometre-hour gusts of wind, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But it's a pretty beautiful spot. It's pretty busy, but it's a huge stretch of beach here and there's plenty of room for space between us. It's a pretty nice spot. Michelle's actually just gone in for a swim. That's pretty much the view from under our awning at the moment. And if you look down the beach, you can see it's pretty busy down that way. There's probably 20 vans between here and the entrance to the beach. Well, the wind's picked up. We've had to move the car and arrange a few things to get some shelter from the wind and the sun. We haven't got a bad setup now, so we're pretty happy with it. A couple of dolphins went past just before. I reckon we might see a few with a bit of luck. It's that time in the heat of the day. Time for a swim.
So refreshing.
It's bloody freezing in here.
Refreshing. Oh, it's beautiful.
There's our setup on the beach. Tide's come in, it's still about, I don't know, 20 feet from us or 25 feet from us.
Hello.
This is the view out from under our car awning. A bit safer putting this one out than the big caravan one in this wind, although the wind's dropped off now and the waves have settled down. It's actually quite nice, isn't it, Mrs?
It's beautiful, nice and refreshing in the water.
When we first arrived it was really nice, then the wind picked up and the flies started. Now the wind's died down and the flies have eased off. We've just had a swim and it's absolutely magic out here now. looking forward to a peaceful evening. It'll be a beautiful sunset. There's a little bit of cloud in the sky that usually brings the colours up. It is getting a bit busier, obviously being a weekend, but yep, it's a pretty special place. It's a perfect spot to bring your family, your kids, you know, nice and shallow for swimming, pretty calm, really clear water, you can see what's going on. There's no seaweed, fishing, boating, just great stuff. The awnings have been going in and out depending on the wind. We didn't put ours out, I wasn't game to. But yeah, there's a guy going out on the boat now, just as we speak. Morning! What a windy night and another windy day on Wauraltee Beach. We're moving on today because it's pretty yuck down here with this wind. We've got to see if we can get the car out of here, you know, and the van. I don't think we'll have any problems.
Alright, let's go. Easy peasy. On firm ground, so we're done.
Morning! We're currently staying at Moonta and we're just heading down a track now to Cape Elizabeth. Michelle's just got back in the car after opening the gate, and we just dropped the tyre pressures down to 30 pound because we had towing pressures on it, and it was a little bit rough on these tracks. It's not too bad though, just a little bit bumpy. But yeah, Cape Elizabeth, that's where we're heading now. Just driving across I don't know, like a salt pan or a floodplain. Just on the way to Cape Elizabeth still. I don't even know where the road goes.
I think it'd be that one up there where it's out of the bumps.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh. Where's the fun in that? Well, we found the flies again. Well, this is Cape Elizabeth. From this point we'll keep heading south. Michelle's waving. Well, from Cape Elizabeth where we are now, we're going to head south along the coast down to a campground called the Gap and the Bamboos, and eventually end up down to a place called Point Pierce. That's the plan anyway. We're not sure how long that's going to take, but let's go. What do we do, the left or the right? The right?
Okay.
where we are. Well, we've only come a short distance, and there's another, I guess, a fishing shack or something like that. This one's called Camp Corona. These places are pretty well littered with all sorts of stuff. It's broken glass and rubbish, and it's a bit sad, really. I'll keep the camera moving fast so you don't see any of the wrong sort of graffiti. Having a snack? Not really sure where we're going here. We will follow. Oh, here we go. I think we're back on the main track now. Pretty easy driving. There's a stumpy tail in front of us. This is doing it. You got to keep your eyes out for the stumpy tails. You don't want to run the poor little buggers over. A little way further south still. Track's got a bit sandier. Some nice big sand dunes out the back. That'll be a bit of fun. But I think you could give it a miss at the moment, travelling solo. Lucky we don't have to go that way. Anyway, further southward. The approach to that sand dune behind me there is littered with bash plates and side steps and all sorts of bits and pieces of four-wheel drive. I was saying it's a little bit like Goog's track. The northern part up near Mount Fink. It's a pretty easy drive. A few whoop-de-doos, you've got to take it reasonably slow unless you want to break something.
Make sure you drop your tyre pressures.
Yeah, we're only down to 30, so it's not that hard. We haven't had any traction problems. It's reasonably firm, the base. We were planning on being at Maitland for lunch. What's it now, 12:35? I don't think that's going to happen. G'day. Well, we're currently in Moonta. We've been here for 4 days and we haven't done a single thing but sit around and relax the whole time. So I don't have any footage. But every now and then you need to do that. You need to kick back and have a break and relax. And that's exactly what we've been doing. We just come from the coffee shop having a coffee and a toasted sanger for lunch. And a nice walk around. Really peaceful. Still in Moonta, and we're at a place with some ruins called Hughes Engine House, dated 1865. A classic Cornish engine house. listen carefully, you can hear pigeons. You hear them? Yeah, I think they've taken over the pumping station and Hughes shaft. This is the Hughes shaft. It's full of water at the moment. What were you swearing about?
Pigeon scared me.
The pigeon scared you. This is the engine room. The Hughes engine. Can't get to it to read it, but look at the size of that timber beam up there. Like a laminated beam. That's just a National Trust label on the building. Notice the green in all the rock. We might be wrong, but we're thinking that's from the copper. There's a pretty substantial setup here. Pattern shop, wheelwrights, carpenters, blacksmiths, fitting shop and foundry, and mechanical workshops. Seeing how the ground, the rocks are all got green tinge to them. How you see the green on the ground? The Smith shaft. This one was sunk in 1925 and abandoned in 1945. The Richmond's Walk, Moonta Mines. This is a concentrating plant, one of 3, operated from 1869 until the mine closed in 1923. Still hear the pigeons. Richmond's engine house was constructed between 1867 and 1869 using stone from Moonta Beach. Pretty fancy buildings.
That's the crusher house.
1869. What's left of it? This is the location of the boiler houses. By the look at this, there was 3 here. 1869, 1901 and 1907. And this is the Richmond's tailing heap. I'm guessing it's pronounced Richmond's or Rickman's. So the conditions are a bit rough. That's why the sign says proceed at your own risk. The copper ore was broken to the size of road metal at Taylor shaft and hand sorted into high grade ore. And I'm puffing because I'm not fit. You make it?
Yep.
Oh. But this is the tailings heap. Oh, it's windy up here. Moonta's Himalayas. By the late 1890, tailings from Moonta's 3 ore concentrating plants, Richmond's, Warion's and Hancock's, formed 4 large heaps containing 1.5 million tonnes of coarse residue. Geez, it covered a huge area. Unfortunately, we missed out. Being a Tuesday and we're leaving tomorrow morning. Only weekends and Wednesdays this time of the year. Wheel Moonta. What does that mean? Michelle, come and press the doorbell.
No, not me.
Disappointed we couldn't get a ride on the mine train. Some people at the camp that we're staying at said it was a really worthwhile trip. What is it, about $8, wasn't it? And 12 bucks. 12 bucks, 50 minutes, and they were really glad they did it. So, oh, next time we come through here, we're going to have to try to time it. This is the Moonta Mines reservoir. Obviously it's a bit dry at the moment.
20,000 hogsheads of water.
20,000 hogsheads.
Yeah.
Hogsheads.
Yeah.
A hogshead was approximately 60 gallons or 240 litres. Well, there you go. And of course, no visit to the Moonta Mines is complete without a visit to the Moonta Mines sweet shop. National Trust South Australia. Michelle was in there buying sweets. What else do you do in a sweet shop? Well, this winds up episode 5 of our Yorke Peninsula series, and it's the last in the series, so we're leaving the Yorke Peninsula tomorrow, and we're heading out towards Clare, and from there on we're going to pass on all the way up to Yunta and across to Broken Hill. And the plan is to spend some time in corner country up around Milparinka and Tibooburra and up to Cameron's Corner and have a little look around that area. We've been up there a few times before, but it's always good to go back and revisit. And yeah, we're leaving the Yorke Peninsula after 5 weeks here. It's been an amazing stay, but we've sort of had enough of the coast and we're looking for some outback. So that's where we're heading. And if you want to see the full video of any of those, then head across to our YouTube channel and check them out there. And they'll also be in the playlist for Yorke Peninsula series. So thanks very much for watching, and see you around.